How about now? Can you hear me now? Oh my lord.
Oh my god.
Interesting. I find it interesting that it didn't pick up either of the cameras by default.
This happens every time. He sets up like a new scene and like we don't end up with audio for some reason because we like forget. Oh fuck. So Brian said that it's Thursday and that
we were going to stream on Tuesday, and then we were going to stream yesterday, and then we were going to stream today, and we finally did it. Except it's just like throw it together, and we're just gonna
gaff tape the cameras.
Talk about we got our gaffer
What
power.
is happening?
Gaffer.
You just turned me green.
I didn't.
What happened?
Oh, it's.
It picked up the.
Oh,
the
it's
tape.
yeah. It's seeing that, and it's doing some kind of auto adjustment bullshit that doesn't make any sense. That's stupid. Everything's dumb. What?
Break a camera. Hi, Gimmick. Please don't climb on me.
We don't really have anything planned. Although we do have...
We have not eaten.
Give me... Here.
I talked about doing a stream. I got in the bath, and we talked about it, and then I got out, and then he was, like, setting up...
Well, we've been talking about
cameras,
trying to get 2 cameras.
But I had already ordered food. And then, by the time the food got here, I don't know, everything's crazy now. And I'm green, for real. It's totally screwed up now. Let's do this. That's cool.
Here, you open this, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Allegedly.
I'm a goblin.
Okay, so, white balance,
Oh my God.
what is this? 3,500? Would you like some skeezers?
Days. I got it. Magic.
Damn.
Ooh, some nice warm coleslaw. You got tater tots?
I said that. They're not going to be very good now.
Whatever. They'll be better than no tater tots.
I mean, that's true.
It's okay. I got pot roast. Wait. Pot roast?
You got meatloaf.
Shred the bag because you can't get in. You go full Hulk mode. So I usually do, but sometimes you just... God, she's so scary. She's just like right there.
Oh, I don't have it. I don't have the cameras reversed. So, like, left, right. It's not mirrored.
It's okay. We'll live.
Yeah, I mean, we'll totally live. I'm just...
Meatloaf, not pot roast.
I said that.
Meat roast?
Meat. Meat toast?
Roast meat?
If you cook it too much, is it meat toast? Those are some...
Soggy. This food's been sitting here for an hour.
There we go.
You know, Brian.
What?
Are you just showing it, or are you talking about how soggy it is?
No, I was just showing it.
Okay, good.
The sandwich will probably be fine. Actually, the tater tots are remarkably not the worst.
Broccoli is gonna stick in my teeth.
So this is supposed to be burnt ends brisket sandwich with cheese.
Is that broccoli in my teeth?
Yes.
That was hard to do. I'm kind of gross.
Oh no.
I got broccoli because I didn't want to fight with green
Cats
beans.
are going crazy.
They are crazy. lately. We have lots of stories.
So we just got back from murder mystery. You want to send a link to them
Oh yeah.
if you want them to actually tune in, because they won't find it otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go get us some napkins. I'll be
There's
right back.
napkins in the thing right down there.
Well, then I'm not gonna go get us some napkins.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a napkin out of the bag.
I don't want to stream. I don't want to send them to my channel because they don't need to see my channel.
Okay, send them to mine.
I'm gonna. It's a little bit weird.
What's weird?
My channel.
Is it?
There's some like several hour long shit posts on there.
Gimmick, you're freaking me out.
Okay, I'm sending it. I sent it. Dramatic clickbait. So we got back from Kelly's Island.
Yes. So, we had been going to this murder mystery there on Kelly's Island, which is a little island in the middle of Lake Erie in Ohio. For the non-Americans in the room, right? Lake Erie is one of the Great Lakes, which you maybe have heard of.
Nobody cares.
That's right.
It's a big lake.
It is a big lake.
That's all he's saying.
So there's an island there. And so we've been going to this murder mystery there for the last 10 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
A while. Long time.
11.
Yeah. But it ended, 2 years ago now?
2020.
Yeah. And
they went ahead and met in 2020 before it was kind of safe to, and we weren't comfortable going, so that was the last one that they did.
Yeah. But then the last 2 years, last year and this year, several of us that have been going to this event, for years, decided to just go ahead and get together there anyway, and just hang out for the weekend. And so we just did that this past weekend.
Mm-hmm. And we slept on mattresses from the 1600s.
We slept in a bunk bed, of all things. I was top bunk.
Obviously, I was not top bunk.
Is that like being left shark?
Belinda died on Kelly's Island, falling out of a bunk bed, trying to get down.
Well, to be fair, the first time I went to climb up the ladder to the bunk bed, I did almost pull the whole bed over.
You're supposed to ratchet that shit to the walls, man.
I know. Well, but also
they almost killed a grown toddler.
It was also clearly intended for children.
We didn't know ahead of time. We thought they were just twin beds. We all thought they were twin beds, but they were bunk beds.
But basically what happened was, usually there's only one hotel on the island.
But there's a bunch of B&Bs. Like,
right.
Real ones, too. Like, there have been B&Bs on that island for a really long time. Because a lot of people just don't live there. Like, there's people that live there, and they're like they are part of the economy because there's a bunch of little businesses around there, and there's a bunch of restaurants. But also things close down in the wintertime, and the people live there because the boats, the ferries stop coming. And so it's like a really brutal winter. Because it's right in the middle of Lake Erie, and it's crazy. I can't imagine living there. But we always go at like the end of the season when everything's starting to like
close down,
wind down, because it's like summertime for douchebags or whatever.
But anyway, we normally, like, the mystery always stayed at the hotel, and that was like our kind of base of
the
operations.
Kelly's Island Venture Resort.
Yeah. Oh, this is interesting because it's not reversed. When I turn to you, I'm like looking the other way in the camera. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
I can just look this way and pretend like I'm talking to you, but actually talk to the wall.
Well, we'll figure this out. I don't know.
That'll be funny.
That'll be my next story, I guess.
Yeah, that'll be your next story.
Shut the fuck up. I can't stand you. Anyway,
you ever just shit post on Maine?
I don't have
Sorry.
I don't have an alt or a sub or
Me
whatever.
Neither. I have an alternate account. Brenda Shaw.
Right, but I don't. Anyway, but we're used to the mystery being around $500 a couple.
Yeah,
and
for
that's
the whole thing.
Right, and that includes 2 nights at the hotel, and then
the mystery.
The mystery itself plus plus dinner on Friday,
2 breakfasts,
breakfast
and 2 dinners.
on Saturday and Sunday, and dinner on Saturday. So you only have to fend for yourself
on
Saturday
lunch Saturday. And the reason is because you're going out anyway. Like, you're going to be out in the whole island.
Right.
Because it includes the whole island.
So we're, for the last 10 years or so, we've been used to that being roughly $500.
$500.
And then when we went to go, but this year, the previous owners of the hotel that have owned it the whole time we've been there, they sold it to a new company, and they just jacked the rates up. It's sky high. So when we went to book for the weekend, now remember, this is just to book the room for 2 nights. It was starting at like $860.
And this is off season.
Right.
Like, this place is not going to be filled up this time of year.
And depending on what room you got, went all the way up to like $1,100 or $1,200. Mm-hmm. But that's literally just for the room. Doesn't include any meals. Doesn't include the mystery. Doesn't include they used to let us use the conference room that they have there. You know, as kind of like a gathering space for the mystery. But it wouldn't include that either. That was going to be an extra charge.
Yeah,
and so
to use that. Like $500 or something.
Yeah, so when we basically learned that, you know, everything was going to be more than double what we've been used to paying.
Everybody canceled.
We all just canceled on the hotel, and then some of the people got together and they found 2 houses that happened to be right next to each other that we just rented both houses. Mm-hmm. So we didn't... You know, never having done that before, we didn't know exactly what we were getting into. And it worked out just fine, except for the, like...
And that was less than $500 a person.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, the next time we just won't stay in bunk beds, that's all.
Yeah, we'll just get a house that's intended for, you know, all adults not families. Because the house that we stayed in ended up being like two bedrooms that each had a queen bed, and then 2 bedrooms, one that had twin bunk beds and one that had a full size on the bottom and then a twin top bunk bed. So clearly it was designed for, you know, like 2 families or you know, extended family or whatever. The second house looked like it was all like adult bedding. But it was 2 bedrooms and a loft, I think. So I think next year we're going to end up...
and the loft had 2 beds in it.
Yeah, I think next year we're going to end up with that second, the bigger house, and then a second, even larger house, but not the one that Belinda and I ended up staying in.
And hopefully next time we get to go to Island House.
Yeah,
that was the real bummer of the weekend. Is that there's this restaurant on Kelly's Island that is absolutely amazing, and it's called Island House, and they have a lot of like local foods that they get brought there from markets, and they do a very limited menu, but it's always really, really good, and they do breakfast, but they happen to be out. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Start alienating its customers. That's absolutely what happened. And guess what? They were all pissed that we canceled too. They were not happy about that.
Sucks to be them, I guess.
Like, I think didn't they tell some people that they couldn't?
Well,
But then they did it anyway.
So
Sorry.
I don't know. It was all very awkward. Basically, I think some of the people had made plans, as early as at the end of last year.
Yeah.
Like right after we met last year. But they made those plans with the old owners, and they were informal.
Oh yeah.
Like it was just like, hey, we're gonna come back, and they're like, cool.
Yeah, sure.
Well, everything's fine. But they didn't but that stuff didn't transfer into the new system, I guess. Yeah. And so, I think almost everybody was technically making reservations from scratch. About a month.
Yeah.
About a month before go time.
If we had done it the way that we normally do, I mean, the way they had like set that up is the thing before. Right. So like, if we had maybe tried to set something up at the hotel, it might have been better. But honestly, they were still going to charge us a lot more.
And to be honest, like the hotel itself it's fine, but like what? You're the worst.
No, I was just talking. I was just
anyway, but yeah. So okay. So what do? I do this. I if I want to talk to Belinda.
That doesn't make any sense. I mean, you go ahead.
But
it looks like you're talking to the cat.
Hello, Gimmick. How are you? Anyway. But yeah. So instead of what did we end up having?
Island house.
5 or 6 couples.
Yeah.
So basically, instead of having maybe 5 or 6 couples at last year's prices, they had 0.
Yeah, exactly.
This year's prices. So sorry about them.
Yes. So Island House. We got there and it turned out that the people who run Island House were all off island for a wedding, so they were closed. And do not get me wrong, there are other places on the island that have food, and they're all okay. But Island House is like super duper good, and I think everybody that went there was really looking forward to going there, because literally every single person we talked to was like, Island House is closed. Like they already knew, because everybody had either tried to go there or call there or like find out if they were open or not. So yeah, what was interesting though is the brewery has a lady who does Food by Felicia is what it's called. And we went there before and we had breakfast, but this last time we went, they were doing a fundraiser for cancer. And so Brian and I and a few other people went, and we did they had a breakfast buffet, and we did that. And then I found out that they also had a Bloody Mary bar. So Brian and I got Bloody Marys, and we did a little Bloody Mary bar. And then while we were sitting there drinking our drinks, they were like, hey, you want to play bingo? And we were like, yes, of course, we want to play bingo. So we played bingo, and I won this bag. Oh, you should get the bag.
You didn't win the bag playing bingo. That was
I know. So I did not win at bingo, because of course I didn't. But I did win one of the raffles. They had all these raffle prizes, and that's one of the reasons I mentioned the Island House, is because one of the prizes was $100 to the Island House, I think is what it was. It was either $50 or $100 to the Island House, and that was awesome. Hello, Adrian. But yeah, I bought a bunch of the tickets to do the raffles, and there was a bunch of stuff in the raffles that were like restaurants and stuff, but one of the things that I bid on was this big ass bag. I didn't realize that it was like a bunch of stuff. It's actually a bunch of stuff. This is so big. It doesn't even, Brian doesn't even fit in frame. Look at that. Anyway, I won this bag. But the thing is, it's like a bag, and then there's another bag inside of it. There's like a little diaper thing. I don't even know what that is. There's like another bag. And this is like a diaper bag thing, and this is a, I don't know what this is. This all smells like old ladies. Changing pad clutch. But see, if this is for changing stuff, I could probably use this for something else. I could put paintbrushes in here. I could probably donate this, actually. This is pretty nice, because it's a changing pad. So it's like the baby stuff I can probably give to somebody who has a baby. Or something.
Bagception.
But yeah, I got double bags, triple bags. There's a tiny bag in here too. Where's the little one? It's weird. It smells like a baby in here.
Gross.
Well, like it just has like a, oh there it is, like a powdery smell. What is this? Yeah, this is like a bag. A bag with trash bags in it. Pacifier pod. That's what this is. A pod for a pacifier.
For a podcast.
Okay, anyway. This, isn't it crazy looking? I like totes is the thing, so I was actually happy to get it. Because, like, Brian was like, do you think you'll win anything or something? And I was like, I hope it's that tote.
Read more.
It's quite ugly. But
I
I
don't
love
think
it.
it's ugly.
I love it.
It's just loud.
I love it. I would never buy that. That's like not, this is not like my thing, my style, but I love it anyway. Vera Bradley.
So yeah, there's a giant Vera Bradley building right outside Fort Wayne.
Pacifier pod, baby drool containment unit. Yeah. There's a what?
There's a giant Vera Bradley building right outside Fort Wayne.
Wow.
We passed on our way home. And our way out. I mean, it's huge.
Does it look like a giant bag?
No, it looks like a giant warehouse. I imagine it's a distribution center.
That was the joke I was making. Who was that? Lonneberger Baskets?
Nice.
They had the giant basket office. Yeah, I had like, I don't know, quite a few days where I did not have really terrible cluster headaches. And then that stopped all at once, and I had a whole bunch in a row. And that was the last 2 days. That's why I didn't stream yesterday.
Or the day before.
I put on my glow. These are neon or black light. Oh, black light on.
We could have pseudo black light.
It might not work. Black light, nana weed. There's look at Creedmoor.
He looks mad.
He looks chuffed.
Dejected.
No, it kind of does. All your side glows. Wow, the cameras are so different. That's intensely painful.
The light.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that hurt my eyes a special kind of way.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. That was just weird. Anyway. Yeah, I know I'm like red, but I'm not wearing any blush at all. I'm actually just color corrected today. There's some makeup on my eyes, but not my face.
Creedmoor.
My cheeks are always red though. Oh yeah, my new medicine makes me sweat more somehow.
On top of your other medicine that makes you sweat more?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's been interesting.
Would you call it sweaticin?
Yeah, I think so. That's a funny one. Good job. High five.
God damn it.
No, it's been weird because I've been clammy and sweaty and very, very tired because it's a blood pressure medication. So Brian is like, I'm just asleep all the time. Like, I'm literally like, and when I try to get, I can't, like, I don't have any energy. And I wake up and I'm just like a slime monster. With zits. Oh my god, so many zits. I have 5 zits right now. Some of it's from... So I did do face painting the other day. So some of it's from that kind of thing. But I think the rest of it is just, like, seeping in sweat. Ooh, I have a new deodorant, though. So, we tried that native deodorant. And by we, I mean me. I don't know why I said that. But we were on the way to Kelly's Island. And I had forgotten my regular deodorant. And I had ordered a bunch of stuff from Native, and it was supposed to come after we got back, unfortunately. So I didn't have... I'm not showing you that. I just need chapstick. So I didn't have any deodorant, and I stopped at Walmart, and it turned out they had some. And I tried one of the scents from there, and it was okay. It was like orange clove or something. Not my favorite scent, but it did work. And so when I got the ones that I had ordered, one of them was like Tutti Frutti cupcake, and another one was mint cupcake, and some other... I got a few other ones because they were like little like travel sizes, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't allergic to any of them. So I got like a sensitive one and some other scents. They're great. They work. So I don't have that weird... Because like I have this weird reaction because I sweat so much with this like bitterness. And so... Yeah, it's nice smelling like cupcakes. It's pretty good. It's pretty sweet. Just wake up in a pile of cupcake sweat. Covered in cats.
Because it's a deodorant.
Oh, yeah.
And not an antiperspirant.
It's not an antiperspirant, exactly. That's the other thing. It's been cooler, so all of the cats have been on us every night. Like, the cats have been on us every night. Like... cuddled
True.
up next to us and next to each other when they normally wouldn't. Like, all 3 of the cats that were laying all next to each other, and Gimmick doesn't like them, so that's been interesting. The Fiesta stream. That's right.
Yep. See you tomorrow.
I'm so excited. But yeah, that's it's pretty good. Native gets the thumbs up because the Lume stuff does not get the thumbs up because it has an under smell of patchouli. It's disgusting. I tried to give it a chance. It was a very expensive mistake. But the Native is good. It's good.
Did you finally get that shampoo sorted?
Yeah, yeah. I ordered this like custom shampoo that is like, you tell it what kind of hair you have, and then they're like, oh, we can make this for you for your hair. And I was like, okay. And they sent it, and I had accidentally selected a scent, and I didn't realize that I selected a scent, and it's one like so allergic to that as soon as I opened the container, I got a terrible headache, like immediately a cluster headache. And I had a cluster headache for that whole night, and I couldn't go to work. But it turned out I hadn't ordered unscented, and so when they sent me the unscented, it was fine. And then they sent me another month worth because like it's a subscription, but I just don't wash my hair that much. Because they were like, do you need to, like, there's a reason that, like, when you put off the subscription, it's like they were like, oh, is it because of this reason, or it was like, I'm not staying on top of my hair shampoo regimen or whatever. And I was like, you do not need to guilt trip me.
Fuck off.
I do not need to use this much shampoo. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. I'm not washing my hair every day. I'm not washing my hair every other day either. I have like 5 hairs, and I'm trying to hold on to them. And every time I wash them, 20 of them come out at least. So I'm in the negatives. This is an illusion.
Is that spray on hair?
Yeah. Well, it's like that new dress. You know, you can just make hair out of, like, fabric weave or whatever. So how was the sandwich?
Like, look at that.
How were the how were the burnt ends?
It's good.
Were they burnt?
Sufficiently.
Or do they just taste like burnt ends? Have you ever had, like, regular burnt ends?
Yes.
Why? Are we red? No, we don't eat spicy. We didn't eat spicy food.
We do eat spicy food, just not tonight.
Why? That's a interesting question.
I eat spicy food.
Oh, because of the mukbang? That just means when people eat. But yeah, sometimes a lot of people do spicy food mukbangs.
We once.
We watched a kimchi contest.
That's right, a kimchi eating contest.
We were at the Chicago Korean Festival.
It was intense.
And a girl who weighed like 4 pounds won. I think that girl won. 8.5 pounds of kimchi or something like that.
It was a lot of kimchi.
A lot of kimchi. No, I forget what we were laughing at. This is spicy. This is white guy spicy.
Oh.
I think they put some onion in here.
Oh no. So it's winter, basically, and the heat is on, and
Brian is shocked.
the air in the house is so fucking dry.
I was asleep. I was laying down, not asleep. I just heard crack. Ah! And Brian was like, "Did you hear that?"
I shocked the corner of the monitor, and it was so loud it sounded like a cap gun. It was like bang. I was like, Jesus. It didn't really hurt so much as it just scared the hell out of me because it was so loud.
I was like, holy shit. So yeah, we turned the little mister on in here because a thing happens in here when it gets too dry.
Oh, so yeah. Oh, I was gonna say one. Ooh, look at that. Double hand. Anyway, we've been talking about setting up two webcams.
Yeah.
One, two. For a while. I don't even remember why anymore.
For dynamics, and also because we were having an issue with fisheyeing.
Yeah. So I figured this.
This is a more dynamic view, and when we had it just facing us, what was happening was, it was like bending us at the end, and it was like we couldn't get a good we couldn't get a good thing.
But
this will get better though. This is just the preliminary testing.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's working out perfectly.
Basically, I decided, since we were just kind of goofing around, I figured let's go ahead and try and plug in the second camera and see how it works. But anyway, the camera that Belinda is on is one of her old web cameras. And then the camera that I'm on is one that I bought last year, I think.
What is that? Oh, yeah. The AI camera?
The one that I'm on, though, actually, the camera itself has a metal body. And when it gets really dry here, because it's metal, I can static discharge on it.
He tries to go to adjust it.
So, yeah, I go to, grab the camera to, tilt it or turn it or whatever, and I'll shock it, and the shock goes down the USB, hits the computer, and just, it'll blue screen. It dies, and everything reboots. So I've got a little, Mr. I don't know if the cord's long enough.
You know what you should do?
Quite. Yeah?
You should just swap our places.
I might.
And just do that.
So I like this, when this neutral position, us facing in, I think looks great.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
That was, Creedmoor was, trying to, move from we have a cat tree in the room, and the top part of the cat tree is like a big tube, like a cylinder, and he was sitting on top of it, and he was trying to crawl inside of it, and he got over the edge of it and almost fell off and caught himself. The whole thing tilted. It was like, ah. But he made it.
I like how you have a cat and all the stuffed animals.
I know. I need Hot Dog Man. Let me get Hot Dog Man over here.
Oh, I see how it is.
There we go.
We're not even in the same room.
Well, he wasn't in your shot either.
I don't know, that's what I'm saying.
But so yeah, I've got a little tiny humidifier in here to try and
To curtail that issue.
to add a little bit of moisture to the room, so that hopefully I don't shock everything all the time.
We have a clip on my Twitch channel where you went up to do something and you got the shit shocked out of you like the PlayStation or something, and when you came back you shocked to like something else like 2 times like in the same trip. It's
terrible.
good.
We had a whole house humidifier for a number of years, but it was
oh no, that's not good. Yep.
Yeah. Termazi shocked his MacBook and the audio doesn't work anymore.
Wow.
Although, like, he didn't just static shock it. He electricity shocked it. So, it was a little bit more than yeah. Anyway. But yeah, we had a whole house humidifier for a number of years.
It was wonderful.
It worked mostly, but it was really messy. And then was it in 2020? Yeah, it was like, yeah, it was.
It was leaking?
It was the beginning of 2021. So like in January, I think it was.
Nice.
It got clogged and it just like barfed its guts directly into the air handler unit in the basement. So basically the blower, and unfortunately its guts is water.
Mm-hmm.
So it just dumped water basically into our furnace and it just shorted everything out and
it was bad.
I had to have the whole thing replaced, but it was like 45 degrees in the house for I think 3 days.
Oh yeah, I remember
While
that.
we were waiting.
We used the space heater in the bedroom.
Yeah, while we were
cats.
waiting because like they had to order us a new one, and then come and install it. So I think we were like 3 whole days, with no heat.
Yep.
In January, and it was very cold. But yeah, we have a nice space heater, so we just put the space heater in our bedroom and then closed the door, and it kept that room plenty warm. It was very comfortable in there, but man, coming out into the house to do anything was just like like you could see your breath basically. Fortunately, it didn't get so cold that like pipes froze or anything.
No, well, we didn't. I don't think that was going to be too much of an issue anyway, because we could. I mean.
But anyway, and then this last winter, so winter 2021 into 2022, we did not have, because when the humidifier blew up, I did not replace it because I was real gun shy about it, since it literally caused like what $6,000 worth of damage, or no, I guess it was like $3,000 worth.
Well,
of
yeah,
damage.
and they also told
Something
us
like
that it was like not the best thing to have and all that too.
Yeah.
Like they talked us out of it, kind of too. They were
So
like, "That's not a great idea."
I
so
opted
we
to
didn't do
not get a new one, but then this past winter, the house was dry and horrible again.
So dry.
And I just can't. It's terrible.
And that's even including the one that we had in the bedroom that we just had anyway for extra moisture in the bedroom, because I was always losing my voice and getting sinus infections from just the dryness.
Yeah. So we're working on getting a new humidifier, but a totally different kind this time, that is supposed to be better at humidifying, but then B, also, if it should have a problem, which theoretically it won't because it doesn't work the same way, but if it does, the worst thing that it could possibly do, if it decides to just barf its guts, is it will barf its guts on the floor.
Right.
Because the problem with the old one...
You really just like saying barf its guts.
Yes, correct. Because I haven't quite finished eating yet.
I know. Let's just keep talking about that.
But because the old one was literally mounted
directly above the inside furnace unit. So when it leaked, it just leaked directly down into it. The other one, the new one, because the way that one works is it has like a little pad that water drips on this pad, and then there's a fan that just blows through the pad, and that blows the little it blows the moisture into the ductwork, basically.
Interesting.
But that means it has to be mounted onto the ductwork, and unfortunately, the way mine's set up, that was the only place to put it. The new one is
It's over the furnace.
Is steam, so it actually, boils water to make steam. But then that steam, there's a tube that you can just send it into your ductwork.
Oh, nice.
So you can put the unit wherever you want and just
unit.
duck, and then just put the steam tube up into your ductwork. So I think we're gonna mount it somewhere where it won't matter. Basically, mount it far away from the furnace, over in this area of the basement that doesn't really have anything in it. So if it does decide to just dump water, it'll just dump it on the floor.
Yay! You didn't say barf its guts out.
So, no, I was relying on you to do it for me. Thanks.
Oh, you ass.
So, hopefully that'll work.
We are sitting next to each other.
We're not in a different room. Like, literally.
That was the joke, is that it was a joke because like the lighting is slightly different and because the cameras are different. We are actually in the same room. That was kind of the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're experimenting with 2 cameras in here, because then.
But what we have to do is we need to switch the cameras position, and we need to switch them this way so that they're still facing in, and we can just look at each other on the screen and at each other, and it will still do the same thing.
Yeah. So.
What the fuck? There you go.
So no, yeah, we're totally just sitting right next to each other.
Welcome to Absurdism Night.
Right. But we threw this together in a hurry, so that's why the cameras don't look the same, and the angles are all goofy. Like I said, this neutral shot is exactly what I would want, for us to be just kind of like turning, slightly inward. But I think this will be cool, like if we do games like EDF or something like that, or Defense Force, where we'll be able to
have our little dudes.
We can put the screen in the middle, the game screen in the middle, and then put our cameras, like in the upper corners or the lower corners or something like that, on our respective sides.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about trying to play across each other or have it flipped. Like
the other thing too is when we have the single camera, trying to get both of us in, we don't really have much choice but to go like dead on, right at us, which is not the best look. And then we also end up having to sit like quite close to each other.
Right, like practically on top of each other.
Yeah.
And so we have a table that we like using, and we can't, when we are, like right now, we wouldn't use it, but like we can actually make it so that the way the cameras are set up, that we can use the table and still be comfortable. Whereas before we had to, like, if we wanted to get closer to each other to be on camera, like naturally, we wouldn't be able to use the table.
Yeah, it's always weird, like how things.
Also, these are giant cushions, and they're not good to sit inward on.
Yeah.
Dramatic
clickbait. But.
Oh, you missed the drama. No, I'm just kidding.
It's always weird how things look in real life versus on camera.
Yeah.
Like distances, how they look all, they don't, well, it's always funny, like when you're taking a group shot with people, you know, and they're like, they're looking at the camera and they're like, scrunch in, you know, and it's like scrunch in, and then by the time like they take the picture, you've got like 8 people there that are basically like on top of each other, right? And
that's what it was like when we were trying to stream.
right, and then it looked, but like when you look at the picture, it looks fine.
But it's so uncomfortable.
But like when you remember how you actually were, it's like that was terrible. You know, it's like
that big huge group photo where everybody's just on top of each other.
Right, yeah. Or it's like, you know, crowding 4 people into a photo booth, right?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
you're just like
yeah, the picture looks great, but like 5 people died in the process.
Right.
And there was only 4 people in the photo booth.
Right. Ends up being like a clown
Yeah,
car.
we had talked about doing this for a while. I kept telling him that I wanted to do either 2 cameras or to take the camera and split them up and just make it like fix the problem, because it was just one of those weird things that just it wasn't working for the space. And part of it is that this couch is kind of an oversized couch, and what that means is that it's got these 2 giant like squares that we're sitting on, and if we don't sit in the middle, we're both also like this.
So this is like a living room couch, or it's like one piece of a sectional,
with no arms.
But we're in a bedroom.
Yeah.
And when they delivered it, it was quite amusing, because like they got the couch to the door, and you know I looked
You're
at
like,
it,
it's not gonna fit,
and I was like, is that gonna get through the door?
It was so close.
Yeah.
It just barely exactly fit in, like those like little things you have when like those perfectly machined tools.
Yeah, it's just like. But it made it. So
yeah, we're back from the mystery reunion. It was kind of
nobody got murdered.
God, almost.
But
no, it's yeah, it's weird being on the island. I was saying it's weird being on the island and not being stressed out, and like actually just like going and driving around, and it was like there was stuff on the island I'd never noticed before, because I was just like so busy working on the puzzles or working on looking for very specific like landmarks, or you know, shit for the scavenger hunt or whatever, and I was always stressed the whole time that I was there if I wasn't drunk, and there was a lot of drinking at those mysteries.
And I got what, 1,500 bonus points?
Oh yeah, just for not even at the mystery.
I don't even remember what I did anymore.
I don't either.
Oh well. It was so it's funny because the way the mystery worked was like everything was worth points.
Yeah.
Um,
but solving the crime was only worth 10 points. Like if you just solved the
it varied each year, but
yeah.
But like solving the mystery was worth a certain number of points. But then,
Hi, Wilman.
like, there were all sorts of different activities that you were doing all weekend on the island. You know, other questions that were being asked,
Lots
a scavenger
of puzzles,
hunt, and puzzles, and different things, including just like there were also just like, but anyway, all kinds of things that were worth points. But then there were also a whole bunch of just like arbitrary
bullshit
points up for grabs. You
yeah,
know,
like if you're a smart ass about something, you might get
if
points.
you just if you did something that amused the guy that runs it, you know, you could
get
just
points,
receive
yeah.
some points.
So you always had to be ready to write your points down.
Right. But what was funny is it used to be like when we first started doing it like 10 years ago, I mean, like the winning team would have, you know, maybe 500 points total, right?
Oh yeah.
But then by the time you know
I think I remember our first year it was like 1,200 was like the highest points.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then there was definitely a lot of point inflation over the years because you know, like things that used to be worth 10 points were suddenly worth 100.
Right.
And then like some of those arbitrary things that you'd be like, oh, 50 bonus points, you know. And then it was like 500 bonus points, 1,000 bonus points, you know. And so
And the
I
next
think
thing you know,
by the
puzzle's worth 100,000 bonus points.
Yeah,
and...
I mean, were we getting into the hundreds
Millions.
of thousands, or were we getting the millions?
Millions.
Yeah, I think we were getting into the millions by the end. It's like pinball.
It's made up, but the points don't matter.
Right.
But that's the thing too. The points don't matter. Like there wasn't a winner. Everybody like does. You just get points. Like it's not like a thing. Like you don't get anything for winning.
Yeah, a shitty bottle of wine.
Well, the wine. Everybody got one of those. We should show one.
Oh, they're all the way downstairs.
Are they all?
No, I guess they're in the
They're
garage.
Oh, okay. I guess yeah.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, they give us a bottle of wine, and the bottle of wine has a label on it, and it would be like, blah murder mystery, like whatever the murder mystery was, and it'd be like, you know, what was it? Detective First Class.
Yeah.
And everybody would have a little thing that said Detective First Class on it. They're like our little trophies.
Yeah, it's basically a trophy in the form of a wine bottle. But we were warned that do
not drink it.
The wine is not worth drinking. Which we don't really drink wine anyway, so I
You had to be extremely hard up to drink this wine. I think it was old when they got it, and then they.
I don't think that
crappy.
I don't think that it was old when they got it. I think it's just, you know, like $2 Chuck wine. Like it is the cheapest wine because it was for the bottle, which the wine wasn't important. They just wanted the bottle to put their little label on. What? Why are you dissociating?
No. This podcast that I watch.
That you watch.
That they decided to.
You're not supposed to watch podcasts.
I do though. This podcast that I watch. Hello, Rave Racer. Good
night, Karen.
They made a fake religion. Night, Karen.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
But one of their things is while the other person is sermonizing, you have to look in the camera and not blink. Anyway, was a joke. Trilogy stream. What's that?
Well, I've been making this joke on the pump streams.
So shiny.
That they can't seem to complete a trilogy. They did it one time. The Premiere Prex series had a 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
So it had a part 3.
Yeah.
But then when we get to the Exceed series, it's Exceed 2, 0.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't call it Exceed 3. Then NX, NX2, NX Absolute. And then we're going to do the same thing with this next series.
Well, they are terrible at naming things. We know that.
Fiesta EX, Fiesta 2. Done. And then Prime didn't even have a third part. It was just
this...
Prime 1, Prime 2.
When
done.
was this fortune cookie from? Yesterday?
Yeah. They're fresh.
I love fortune cookies. Our fortune cookies are always rude. I don't even want to read this.
What's it say? What's it say?
I don't know, but it's like not good. The cookie is not good.
Every truly great accomplishment is at first impossible.
What a great fortune. At least it wasn't rude like some of them. Where it's like, you could do better.
You could do better.
You could be doing better, you know. Just thought you might like to know. I knock you down a few pegs.
But yeah. So Pump seems to have an aversion to the number 3.
Oh no, my eye's doing the thing. So yeah, I have cluster headaches, and recently, the past few days, the cluster headaches have been making my eyes water, which is one of the side effects, or like the effects of cluster headaches, but I actually haven't dealt with it that much. But for the past couple of days, they've been watering constantly, which it doesn't hurt or anything, but it just kind of sucks to like have your constantly like have your eye like streaming tears down your face. Okie dokie. Yeah.
Like this guy.
What's up? Oh, this face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's glitching out. Brought Brian some glitch shirts. What's that? Was that? I forget the site that was called. They had Hawaiian shirts. It was like, hold on. Nope, not there. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'll figure it out later. I got him some shirts. I got myself one that was like some dinosaur bones. It does pull up in the back though. It's got crazy. You could do a flip collar guy. I could get you some. I want to do like an 80s night with like neon. Hell yeah. Some big old neon glasses like with the lines in them, and we can break out the glow sticks again. The glow bracelets. That'll be fun. I could do black light reactive hair. I probably have at least 2 colors that are black light reactive. What are you doing? I like how your side is so like Hawaii. Like your whole side is like you're in a Purikura booth. It's bright. You got cats and anime. And Piss Boy.
Piss Boy. Over here.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Oh yeah, so Brian booked our Vegas.
Oh. I didn't yet.
We're going to Vegas on my birthday, I guess. Because we have time in our timeshare and we need to go there.
We need to use it.
So I guess we're going for my birthday.
We went for my birthday this year.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess we could do again, but I'm not gonna. Right.
Vegas is better in the winter. Or the cold.
Do you want me to just book February and April?
Well, no, because I want you to be able to have like a birthday thing for your friends here.
Yeah, I mean, I still can.
Okay.
Just it would be a different day.
Well.
We have extra weeks at our timeshare because.
Yeah. And Brian wants to go to Disney.
Well, I want to see.
He wants to go to see the Tron ride.
I want to ride the new Tron ride.
I mean, I do too, but I don't want to have to deal with Disney to do it.
Yeah, I know. It's.
I got so sick the last time we went to Disney.
Not the best.
I was so fucking sick.
We don't like Florida.
Plus, Ace is gonna want to come.
There's things I like to do in Florida, but I don't like being in Florida.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't like leaving the cats for a long time because they're like super weird about attention, unlike other cats I've had.
Is that true?
Yeah. I've never had cats pester me like that. Dave and Buster's? Really?
I mean, they do have Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, we have Dave and Buster's here.
But there's
too.
a lot of Dave and Buster's a lot closer to us than
Mm-hmm.
Florida. That are also not in Florida.
Yeah, we have Dave and Buster's. Usually when we travel, we go to round 1. So like if we go to California, we might be likely to go to a round 1.
I don't know if there's round 1 in Florida.
Right. I said California.
I know, but I'm just wondering if there is.
Probably not.
I'm gonna look it up. Round 1 USA. .coma. That's what I always say. .coma. Let's see.
.com.
Locations. There is one. Wait, what is that?
Why is it a different color?
I don't know. Is it a different thing?
There's another blue one.
Spocha. What does that mean?
We live in Indiana. We live in a state of fear. No, I'm just kidding. State of anxiety.
That's for sure. I don't know what that means.
I don't
know what
either.
these blue ones mean. They say Spocha.
Spocha?
Yep, Spocha.
I cannot see that far away.
I don't know what that means. Spocha.
Spocha? Sports.
Challenge moto.
Weird.
I'll figure it out.
Greetings to Indiana. Yeah, there. It's I'm looking too. Hold on. Let's see who can find it faster. Bowling alleys. Oh, okay. Amusement centers offer bowling alleys, arcade games, karaoke, and billiards. So it's the same thing. They have a larger variation of round one known as Spocha, abbreviated for Sports Challenge, you were right, that offers a variety of items of indoor activities such as batting cages, basketball, volleyball, tennis. Okay, I see.
Oh, so they've got like outdoor shit. Like a
Sports Challenge.
beach volleyball or whatever.
Spocha.
Anyway, it looks like it's way down in southern Florida, though. Not anywhere near where we're going. So, or where we would go.
Someone says, what does Spocha mean from the context of it? It probably means something like, oh crap, there's a monster on fire charging at me. That's nice. A Pump It Up XX and a DDR 820.
They should have Ace 3, most of them by now.
Dave and Buster's?
Round 1.
Oh, yeah.
They'll have Ace 3 on the gold cabinet, and then Ace 2O Plus on the white cabinet. That's usually how it is. At least at the round ones that I've been to this year.
I don't have a lot of time left on this eye. Unfortunately, it means I'll have to stop to go because my eye will be crazy. Streaming light color. Problems with my cognition whenever I have a cluster headache, unfortunately. That happens too.
I will say you're not missing a ton with Ace 3.
Oh.
I mean, you're missing some new songs.
I thought you were going to be like, you're always an idiot.
And it will let you do something that Pump has let you do for 15 plus years or whatever.
What's that?
Which is if you are playing by yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you can switch between single and double.
Oh, cool.
Within the same game.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is nice.
Yeah, especially like you can play with somebody and then.
Well, you can't.
Or you can
do
play
that.
a game and then do a double if you want to do
Correct.
a double. Yeah.
If you're playing by yourself, you can't switch
Cool.
between verses and double.
No, that's cool though.
But yeah, you can switch.
You could warm up and then do something harder.
Yep. So.
Yeah, I miss playing dance games.
I was thinking. No.
I want to be able to go in the basement and play games. I can't even go in the basement and play games because of my headaches.
Now that it's working again,
Mm-hmm.
We could do a bust a move stream.
Danger from backwards.
We could do that as well if you wanted to.
Get it more. I love that game. It's so funny. I'm so bad at it.
Blazing Star.
Mm-hmm. I miss playing the games.
Are you okay?
I really want to play Groove Coaster.
Yeah, now that I've got the groove stage.
Yeah, I can't play any of them.
The groove vibrator.
Unnecessary terminology.
The groove.
Yellow flag.
The groove buster.
Gross.
I swear that thing. So it defaults to medium, I think.
And super strong.
And then there is a strong setting for the groove stage, and I find it to be so strong that it's actually a bit uncomfortable.
Shakes your knees apart.
It does. It just like
Yeah.
it vibrates so hard that like your legs feel kind of like
inside out.
Yeah, it's a little
No,
much.
I've heard about that happening before. A person.
It's not that bad. It is
About that happening at a home and garden show, and somebody was like demonstrating something, some kind of like sitting on a washing machine or something for a long time, and like their anus prolapsed. Anyway.
Wow, we're gonna go on that? Jesus.
No, we're not gonna go out on that. God. No, I have not been able to play
anything.
one of those games in a long time. The
All year.
clusters have eaten my life. I just want to play games. I just want to play games and hang out and not have cluster headaches
Is that too much to ask?
5 times a day.
Yes.
Oh, I did get good news though.
What's that?
Insurance. So, yeah, insurance is going to cover my stuff now. So
Yay.
They didn't before.
They fought for it.
That's really good. I really like my neurologist. They did good. They actually they actually paid attention to me, unlike other doctors I've had, and they kept trying to treat me instead of being like, "Wow, hey, your headaches are mostly gone. Good for you." They didn't do that. They were like, "You're still having these? We're going to keep trying to treat you until you don't have these anymore." No doctor has ever tried that for me, and I super appreciate it because these things are ruining my life. Like, I can't schedule anything. I have to cancel almost everything all the time from them.
It's a super bummer.
And like traveling places, I have to cover my eyes sometimes and just like lay in the back of the car with my eyes covered because I can't have them open in the light. So it's really weird. It's weird to go from doing what you would normally do to like have to base your entire like life on being able to do something or not. Like, if we want to go out to dinner, I have to like think about where we're going, if it's going to be too bright, if there's possibly going to be wood smoke somewhere or anything like that. Gimmick. And I can't drink anymore. Anyway.
What is she doing?
She's being weird. She's weird. She really likes sitting on people, and it's a problem because her claws are extremely sharp, and she will crawl onto you and you can't get her off of you sometimes, and she'll just hold on. But she always wants to be by people, and then if you move her, she screams, and it's not a nice sound at all. Like, it's horrifying. How was your dinner? I think I asked a little bit, but
it was good.
It was good.
Even
though it was an hour old by the time we finally ate it.
I'm gonna save the rest of it for later.
Yeah. Well, thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
We will probably do a stream maybe Saturday.
Hope so.
If I'm feeling up to it. My hope is that we'll either be able to do a singing stream or possibly I could maybe do like one round of maybe Minecraft dungeons. Maybe.
I think
it's super hard on my eyes, and whenever anything starts to like mess with my eyes light-wise, I start getting a cluster, so it's hard.
How is your view of the big screen with this shit up here?
That's fine.
It's in the way somewhat though, right?
Sure.
Which
this
one?
is at the far side of the TV for me.
Okay. I guess we could also split them all the way to the corners.
Mm-hmm. Well, my original thought was that they would be on the back part.
Yeah.
Minecraft Dungeons for the Xbox. Yes, the Xbox. Yeah, and we do like Castle Crashers. That's one that I really like. We have played that a lot of times, though. Like, I
Not
think
so much on stream.
No, but we've played that a lot of times when like people come over. We'll play it because it's one you can play like multiplayer, and if they've never seen it, it's so funny and cute to show people. That one in Battle Block Theater.
Oh, Battle Block Theater.
Touching a butt.
The game's so hard. After a while.
I mean, it's super. It's a pretty hard game. Yeah, I mean, it's no. What was that game? Braid. Chariot.
Braid I at least finished. Chariot I know we never did.
I turned into a murder monster when we played that game. I cannot handle it. Castle Crashers on stream? Yeah, that's something I could probably do if we can keep the lights like relatively down. I could probably play that. It's the 3D stuff that fucks me over, okay? Like when we play anything that has 3D, I have diplopia and I don't have like a normal depth perception, so it causes me to like have this like weird thing. Even though, gosh, I love old music game.
Guitar Hero.
Oh yeah, we don't really play that.
I
can't really. I mean, that one's not one I can really play that well either.
I only have one guitar anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for Guitar Hero. I bought original Guitar Hero for the PS2 back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
and I played all the way through it, and I was like, well,
That's that.
that was that. And then I have not played Guitar Hero since. Like I didn't buy any of the sequels.
And now you play Get a Dora.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we could probably play Castle Crashers. You know what? Another game that we like to play that's actually really super fucking hard, Guacamelee. We didn't finish the second one yet.
We barely started the second one.
So hard.
No power.
Guacamelee. Guacamelee?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's really, really hard. But it's fun. It's really fun. That's a fun one. That's like a really fun. And it doesn't hurt my eyes as much. Some of the flashing does, but it's not 3D, so it doesn't mess with me as much. Are you sleepies?
Maybe a little bit, but
Brian's always sleepies.
it's true.
I'm always sleepies too. Except I can't always sleep. But that's fun. Especially with the cat screaming in my face. Whee! From my perspective, it just looks like you have a puff of hair coming out of the side of your cheek. Like you just have like a tribble.
It's not a tumor.
No, it just looks like a tribble. Oh, you're gonna make her mad. Don't make her mad. She's gonna get super pissed.
She gonna honk out on me?
Uh,
She's like facing the wall.
I know, she's so weird. Poor Gimmick, our little gargoyle. Alright, we're gonna head out and hopefully we'll have this set up better on Saturday. We can do something that isn't just sitting here and eating and talking about being on an island. I guess that's okay. Being on an island.
It's a thing.
We're going to try to figure out what we're going to do in Vegas and how we're going to deal with the room, the extra room.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Have a good night, everyone. Bye. 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 Yep. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
What are extra hands? Just. Okay. All right. Bye, Soup Sap.